Hello, hello, welcome back to Moonlit Path Tarot. So today, I think we'll switch it up a little bit and we'll just do a love reading. It'll just be a collective one, so this will be for any sign. Take it as it resonates. If it doesn't resonate with you, then it's not your reading, so leave it for who it is for. And then feel free to check back for the next one. But I am going to go ahead and manifest that this reading reaches the people it's meant to reach and the timing it is meant to reach them. All right, Spirit, for the collective and their love life, what does their recent past look like? What do we have for the collective's recent past regarding their love life? The collective's recent past regarding their love life, Spirit, what does their recent past look like? Okay, Seven of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You may be a Taurus, a Virgo, a Capricorn, or have been dealing with a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn. Let me get two more for the collective's recent past energy regarding their love life, please. Okay, Aquarius, you may be an Aquarius or dealing with an Aquarius, which is the Star. One more. Okay, well, two more, I suppose. Okay, no, you know what? Nope, I don't want to do that. I don't want to already do two. These are really good cards. I do love them, but I don't want to take them because otherwise it just gets to be too many messages and then it gets confusing. Okay, better. Thank you. Pisces. Okay, so you may be a Taurus, a Virgo, a Capricorn, an Aquarius, a Pisces, or dealing with it, vice versa. Take it as it resonates. So for your recent past, for your love life energy, we have, this is like the waiting game, right? The Dr. Seuss, oh, the places you'll go. This is waiting to harvest the seeds that you've planted to come to fruition. So when it comes to maybe the person you were dealing with in the past, this can either be you were waiting on them and you thought they were your wish fulfillment and they basically weren't and the whole thing got put on pause. Or you are waiting to meet the person you're supposed to be with and then you did meet them and they're kind of your wish fulfillment. Or again, this is just like a intentional pause. So this is like waiting, I got what I wanted, and now it's not moving forward, right? So I'm not sure what that's about. We'll see. We'll clarify. For the collective's near future energy, no. For the collective's current energy, what do we have for their current energy, Spirit? For the collective's love life and their current energy. Okay, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Three of Pentacles. Two more, please, for the collective's current energy. Yeesh, okay. King of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. One more for the collective's current energy. Okay, Magician. All right, that's better. Ooh, I was going to say, I don't like that. It's not that Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini, they're not mean. They're cold. They can be cold. I don't want to say you are cold, like you don't have feelings if you're an Aquarius, a Libra, or Gemini, because that's just not true. I myself am an Aquarius, but I also know that I can shut it off like that. If I'm being vulnerable with you and you're either like making fun of me or you're mocking me or you're not taking me or my pain seriously, I will shut that shit off so fucking quick and go to cold, blunt, cut you off ass energy, right? So that's kind of what, in a love reading, I don't like the King of Swords in a love reading, but I'm kind of getting this as your energy, so I'm not taking this as a negative. So you could have been waiting on this person you thought was your wish fulfillment, and then either they weren't and everything got put on pause, or it ended. It could have ended. I'm not seeing an ending card, but again, we haven't clarified yet. So it wasn't moving forward for sure. So either you met somebody you thought was your person, your wish fulfillment, and it stopped moving forward, or you were waiting on somebody, you met the person you want to be with, and there's some kind of pause going on. So again, we'll clarify, but for your current energy, we have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Three of Pentacles, Aries, Leo, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, King of Swords, the Magician. So this kind of tells me for your current energy, you're either wanting to collaborate, work together, work on something, have some kind of sense of community or communication, because this is all about community, communication, and collaboration, right? So this is like working together as a team with somebody else. But then that kind of contradicts this energy right here, which is cut you off ass energy, right? This is somebody who's not loving, not warm, somebody who I don't want to say is mean. They're not mean, but they're not this like kind, warm, loving energy. They're this very blunt, cut off, I'm going to tell you like it is ass energy, which is sometimes necessary, but not sometimes the easiest to deal with. You know what I mean? But if this is just your energy, you could have cut somebody off. You could have cut off like a community of people. This could have been you were in a relationship with somebody and you, I don't know, you built some kind of sense of community with them somewhere else and it paused or it stopped moving forward, so you cut off everybody. Or this is you wanting to work together or have some sense of collaboration or communication when it comes to a relationship. And right now, you're just in this direct energy, because the King of Swords is a great communicator, right? He'll communicate with you till the cows come home, but he won't mince words with you. He won't argue back and forth with you. This is just the way it is. This is how I feel. If you don't like it, you can leave, right? And then the Magician is about like having all the tools that we need to manifest our desires into reality. So I'm getting that maybe you're kind of on your own right now, or you're kind of this solitary single energy, and you're wanting some sense of working together or collaborating with somebody else, and you have every single way to make that happen. Whether this is a new person that you're waiting on or somebody from the past that you're waiting on, I don't know. This is very all over the place. So I'm really ready to get into the the clarifiers, because I'm confusion, bitch. I am confusion. So let's see. For the collective's near future, so like 1 to 6 months, what do you have for their love life in about 1 to 6 months? Okay, that's great. I love that for you. That's amazing. 2 more. All right, that's also great. One more. Okay. Not great. So let's see. Oh, I'm so ready to get into the clarifiers. All right, we got Divine Masculine on the bottom. So for your recent past, you were waiting for something. You were putting in this effort. You were putting in this energy, this time, this like watering. You know how they say the grass isn't greener on the other side. The grass is greener where you water it. So you're putting all this time, energy, attention, care, love into watering this relationship, this love life, whatever. You thought they were your wish fulfillment, but something happened. And something either stopped moving forward, got turned upside down, or you needed to, or it gave you some kind of perspective, because this is ultimately about suspending yourself in the tree of life to gain some sort of different perspective, wisdom, or knowledge, right? So something you were waiting on, I don't know. Genuinely, I don't know. We're going to have to start clarifying, because I don't know what this means. Like if this is your wish fulfillment, why is it on pause? And if this was your wish fulfillment that you were waiting for, why are you needing a new perspective? I don't understand that. Divine Masculine at the bottom of the deck. So the Emperor, which is Aries. You may have been dealing with an Aries. You may be dealing with an Aries in the future. You may be an Aries. But ultimately, the Emperor is somebody who's fair, somebody who's the ruler of the kingdom. This is about control. This is like a father figure, right? So you may have children with this person, but this is ultimately some kind of divine masculine energy. And there is no gender in tarot. We all have divine feminine and divine masculine within us. We just don't tend to display both at the same time, right? So if like the Emperor, his match is obviously the Empress, right? So if you're displaying Emperor energy, you're not also displaying Empress energy, if you get what I mean. So let's get into clarifying, because I need to know what's going on here. What's up? What's good? What's good with it? Let's see. Please clarify the 7 of Pentacles for the collective's recent past. For their love life, please clarify the 7 of Pentacles. Please, Spirit, because I am confused. So what's going on here? Okay, so 7 of Pentacles, which is waiting for the seeds that we planted to come to fruition, or waiting to harvest our hard work, clarified by the 3 of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So this is looking ahead to the future. This is union on the horizon, or union coming soon. She's, like I said, not back at the desert wishing she was going to be in the ocean. She is about to step into the water. She's right there. So this is watering our care, our love, our hard work, watering our seeds and looking ahead to the future. So clarify the star, because the star is about hope, faith, wish fulfillment. It's wish fulfillment after a tower, ultimately, right? So towers don't feel good, but they are good. There's something to be grateful for even when it doesn't feel like it. So I don't know. Let's see. Please clarify the star for the collective's recent past for their love life. Okay. Yeah. That makes a little more sense. Okay, so you were looking ahead to the future with this person that you were with, and you were wanting to move forward with them. You were wanting to put in the effort, put in the time, put in the energy to water, to grow, to send love to, right? you were wanting to nurture this energy and grow this connection and look ahead to the future with this person because you thought they were your wish fulfillment, clarified by the Nine of Swords, which is more air energy. The star is it's an air sign, but the air sign is the water bearer, right? So yeah, this is somebody you really thought was your wish fulfillment, and it turns out they weren't. They just weren't, because this is Nine of Swords is fear, anxiety, worry, bad dreams, depression, right? And it's things not being as bad as they seem. So if this came to an end, you may be grieving this connection, which is that's something we need to do. People who just jump from relationship to relationship to relationship and don't take any time in between, those people are never going to be happy. They are never going to be fulfilled because they're always looking for validation externally. They're always looking for somebody else to make them happy, right? But ultimately, you need to give yourself time. You need to heal. You need to give yourself self-love, because if you don't love yourself, you can't love somebody else. You can try, but it won't work out. It just won't. So I'm getting that you really, really wanted this person to be it. You thought they were it and they just weren't. And it's causing you grief or loss or fear or anxiety or nightmares, or you could be dreaming about this person. They may be dreaming of you. I don't know. We'll see. Bottom of the deck, Three of Cups. I don't like that in past love when this is like this, but this could just mean third-party energy. Let me clarify that, because I really hate when readers say, oh, third-party energy, they may have been cheating on you. Like, yeah, that's possible, right? That's for sure possible, especially if it's like Three of Cups, Three of Swords, then yeah, okay. But if something ended and you were giving all of this time or attention or love, or you were watering this connection, trying to grow this connection, third-party energy can just be something or someone else they were giving time or attention to. So a third party could be like an overbearing mother who gets in the way of your relationship, or it could be, I don't know, a community that they joined and then they stopped giving you time and attention. Maybe they went and, I don't know, joined a church. I'm just going to say it because that's happened to me before too, where they like join a church, they become all about this new community, and then all of a sudden they don't have time for you anymore. So it's like it could be that they were giving their time or attention to a third party, but I don't necessarily think that means that they had to have been cheating on you. It just means other things or other people that they were giving their time, energy, or attention to. It could be, like I said, an overbearing parent, a new community that they joined, a best friend that's getting in the way. It doesn't have to be cheating. So third party, take that as it resonates. So please clarify the Hanged Man for the collective's recent past energy. The Magician. Bitch, I said what I said. All right, so this is not only suspending yourself from the tree of life, she's upside down. She is suspending herself to gain a new perspective. That's what this is. This is needing a new perspective, and then clarified by the Magician, which is having all of the tools that we need to manifest our desires into reality. So if this person you thought was your person that you manifested into your life, they ended up not being that, or the relationship came to an end, or they're causing you like fear or like grief or anxiety of some kind, you needed to see that, right? Which I am now seeing as the point of the Hangman. Since the point of the Hangman is to gain a different perspective, the universe, your spirit team, your spirit guides, whoever that you're the closest to, right? We all have guardian angels, ancestors, spirit guides, God, the universe. We have our whole God package, right? So the universe, your God package, your angels, your ancestors, your spirit guides, whatever resonates with you, needed you to see that this person wasn't right for you. You wanted them to be right for you. You thought you could have worked it out. You, even though we're waiting on them, whether it was waiting on them to be different or change or to start, pouring into you the way that you were pouring into them, ultimately you were waiting around for something that was never going to happen. And the universe, as much as it sucked, really needed you to see that perspective. So let's move on to your current energy and see what we got for the current and near future, because I'm heavily, I'm not seeing any, this person was such a piece of shit that they did all these terrible things to you. I don't even necessarily see that. They could have been immature. They could have just been not giving you as much as you were giving them. And I don't mean physically or materially or financially, but if you're always going out of your way to like be considerate of somebody, or I wonder if this person would like this, maybe I'll pick them up, or I'm gonna go shopping and maybe I'll buy them a new shirt that I think they would like. It's just little things that you're always like thinking of somebody else, or that you're being considerate of somebody else. And I'm just kind of heavily getting this sense of they were not doing that for you. They weren't being considerate for you. They weren't giving you their time, their energy, their attention like you were giving to them, right? So that's something that can definitely end a relationship if one person is giving more than the other. Because listen, relationships aren't always 50-50, right? Some shit happens. Sometimes it's 60-40. Sometimes it's 55-45 or whatever. Don't make me do the fucking math. I'm not good at math, but you know what I mean. The point is that sometimes things happen in life. So sometimes it's not always going to be an equal give and take, but it starts to become a problem when it's 90-10, 80-20, right? 85-15. Then it becomes a problem. Then it's one person giving way more to the connection while the other person's just kind of receiving and not giving anything back and not doing anything to reciprocate that energy, which is not good. And so the universe needed you to see something was amiss, something was askew, something ain't clean in the buttermilk, bitch, for lack of a better term, okay? So let's see, for the current energy for, I almost said Virgo, I just did a Virgo reading. You might be a Virgo. I'm also getting Taurus in my head, Taurus. So it might be a Taurus also. But again, this is just collective. This can be for anybody. So for the collective and Three of Pentacles in their current energy, clarify the Three of Pentacles for me, please. Okay, perfect. I really do like that. Okay. So your current energy is Three of Pentacles clarified by the Ace of Pentacles. So working together, collaborating with other people, finding this new sense of community leads to this new beginning or this new offer, right? Because Ace of Pentacles, aces are always new beginnings, right? But Ace of Pentacles, specifically, pentacles are coins, which is money. But it also can be something physical. So it could be like a new home, you're moving, you're starting a new job, somebody's like offering you money or offering you a job or a new beginning of some kind. This is something you can physically see. So you're working together with a certain community of people, or you're starting a new job or whatever. Something is starting new with other people that's going to lead to a new offer or a new beginning or a new like physical abundance. So let's see. Let's see. So this could just be like you could be moving away from this past person. You could be like moving somewhere else, starting over somewhere new. You find this new sense of community with other people, which leads you to meeting the person you're supposed to be with, which leads to like a new beginning, a new offer from somebody else, right? So let's see. For the King of Swords in their current energy, please clarify the King of Swords. Whoa. Oh my God, I love that. Oh my God, I'm so happy for you. Yay. Oh, I love that so much. You go, Glen Coco. That's awesome. Okay, I just said this is a new beginning for you. This sense of like either moving away, starting over, getting the hell away from this person who you thought was your wish fulfillment but ended up not being your wish fulfillment. This is going to get you to the person that you're actually supposed to be with, your literal twin flame. I know everybody doesn't like that. If you don't follow that, then just, your love, the lovers. This is literally a brand new relationship. This is your perfect match. Like the Two of Cups is like the soulmates. This is the twin flame. So everybody, for people who are new, I'm not like presuming to think that you guys don't know what the difference between twin flame and soulmate, but let's just pretend like there are new people here or new people to tarot, right? If I cut this into, let's say 4 squares, right? If I cut this into 4 squares, 1, 2, 3, 4, those separate pieces are soulmates, right? So it's people that are cut from the same cloth as you. Souls tend to travel together. So a soulmate can be a lover, it can be your best friend, it can be your brother, it can be your mom, the neighbor that you're really close with. It's just people that like get you on a soul level, right? But then if I took one of these 4 squares, and I'll just say this whole thing is one of those 4 squares, and I cut one of those 4 squares in half, that is a twin flame. That is 2 souls split into, that's 1 soul split into 2 different bodies. So the way that people think about a soulmate is really what they're thinking of when they think of a twin flame, because a soulmate doesn't mean one person that you're supposed to be with. A twin flame can, but even then, twin flames, you don't have to be with them, right? If they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing, there's no rule that says you need to be with your twin flame because they're your twin flame. If they're like fucking up and not doing the right thing, get the hell away from them. They're not healed, right? but I'm not getting this person in the past was your twin flame. I'm getting this is the new fucking person for you. This is your twin flame. And Page of Pentacles is earth magic. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Again, pages are also about new beginnings, but this is a new offer and a new opportunity and the beginning stages of something. So you're getting a new offer, you're getting a new opportunity, and this is the beginning stages of somebody that you're supposed to be with, your perfect energetic match, somebody who's on your level, your twin flame. So that is, I love this. When I do readings and a twin flame card comes out, the lovers comes out, also this is Gemini, so you may be a Gemini or dealing with a Gemini. That's my favorite thing ever. Like there's no better confirmation in a love reading than the twin flame card. There just isn't. So I really, really, really like that for you. That makes me really happy. All right, so clarify the Magician for the collective's current energy. Please clarify the Magician for the collective's current energy. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, I really like that for you. Okay, so the Ten of Swords is about backstabbing, betrayal, painful ending, right? It's about endings. People who have stabbed you in the back, people who have screwed you over, people who have like basically stabbed 10 swords through your whole fucking body, right? But in this deck, so like it does usually mean like betrayal, painful, betrayals. I'm so ready for Mercury retrograde to be over. Painful endings, right? But it's also about challenging times coming to an end. So it's more than just being backstabbed, being betrayed, or whatever. It's ultimately about all of those feelings, all of those negative emotions, those negative people. That's over. The backstabbing, the being betrayed, the painful endings, that's coming to an end. That's completely over. So this is like the silver lining on the horizon, right? Like you can see she's walking towards the sunshine. It's brighter days on the other side, brighter days ahead. Trying to find the Ten of Swords in this deck because they do mean the same thing, but ultimately you have to look at the pictures because the pictures don't always mean the same thing, right? So in this deck, again, they do mean the same thing, but this one's a little bit different. So like this deck, she's basically walking away. She's leaving what happened to her in the past out. So yes, it's painful betrayal endings, being backstabbed, right? But even this guy who's stabbed all over 10 different times, it never pierced his heart and he's still got a slight smile on his face, right? So it's, yes, I've been betrayed all of these times. I've been literally shot with 10 different arrows by 10 different people, but I'm not going to let that stop me from being happy. And I'm not going to let that stop me from finding the person I'm really supposed to be with, right? Because you thought this person was your wish fulfillment. They ended up not being your wish fulfillment. And the universe really needed you to see that. They really, really needed you to gain a different perspective so that you could understand you are not meant to be treated like this in this lifetime. You are not meant to put up with this shit in this lifetime. You are meant to be with somebody that protects you, that provides for you, that fiercely protects you at all costs, right? That doesn't throw you under the bus, that even if they disagree with you, they'll disagree with you when you guys get home, but they won't disagree with you publicly and make you look bad. You know what I mean? This is somebody who cares about you, somebody who wants to protect you and provide for you and ultimately be there for you. So that makes me really happy for you because that just tells me that your perfect match is on their way and that you have the tools that you need to manifest this person into your life. And knowing that when you do that, this backstabbing, this betrayals, these endings, painful ass endings, that shit is over. It's over. It's over. It's not going to continue and it's not going to keep happening to you. It just can't. The universe won't allow it. So let's see. For the 10 of Pentacles and the collective and their future, near future, so we'll go like 1 to 6 months for near future in their love life. What can they expect? Clarify the 10 of Pentacles for the collective's near future, please. Oh my God. Do we have to throw them on the floor? I hate when they do that. All right, no, I'm not taking these. That's too many. Like if it's 2, I usually will take 2, but when we start going into 3, 4, no, that's just muddled and we're just not being concise. So please clarify the 10 of Pentacles for the collective. Please clarify the 10 of Pentacles for the collective. Please and thank you, Spirit. Clarify the 10. All right. Clarified by the 2 of Wands. All right, so for the near future, you have financial security, stability. This is the family card, right? So this is marriage. It doesn't have to be like traditional marriage. It's not the Hierophant. So this could be a same-sex marriage. This could be a marriage with, no kids, because you're still a family with or without kids. Everybody doesn't want kids. So take that as it resonates. Whatever a family looks like to you, that is what is coming for you. So this family card, this financial security, this wealth, because this is also about wealth, material success, abundance. It's like your finances are secure for the near future, right? And then on top of that, it's with the family card. So the 10 of Swords and the 10 of Wands, not so great. It's not that it's not good. It's that it's about endings, right? And painful endings and needing to release burdens and things like that. But like the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles, these are the cards you for sure want to get in a love reading, especially for the near future. So you're going to have some kind of wealth, financial stability, security, abundance, family. This could be marriage, whatever family looks like to you, right? You're going to be wealthy and financially secure, the both of you, with your energetic match, with your twin flame, clarified by the 2 of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is a card of travel. You may be traveling in the near future. You may be moving. This can be a move, a new beginning, a new place to live. But this can also be you and this person are traveling together. You guys make enough money that you can do that if you want. So it's not like you're going to be tied down to one place. If you maybe you have some kind of business where you can work online or from home or wherever you are, so you don't necessarily need to be tied down in one place. And even if that's not the case for you, this just lets me know that either you guys can travel whenever, wherever, or if you're the kind of person who likes to be consistent and stable in the place that you're living, this just tells me that you'll have the finances to basically take a break and go on vacation whenever you want, realistically. There is really nothing stopping you from doing what it is you want to do and from meeting the person that you're going to be with. Because this person in the past wasn't it. The universe needed you to see that, and now that you're off this path, this trajectory that you were on with this person, it got you to this current energy to where you're going to be meeting the real person, the new person. Because usually what happens is, I know everybody, like I said, doesn't subscribe to the notion of twin flames and soulmates and things like that, but for the people that do, the universe tends to send you a false twin flame before they send you the real one, right? Because the false twin flame is here to teach you a lesson. They are here to teach you whatever it is you are lacking so that you can gain the perspective, correct it, so that when this new person comes, you have it set in place. So for example, if you were lacking boundaries in your relationships, right, and you just didn't really set strong boundaries, you kind of let people walk all over you, or you overgave, they would send you a person meant to trigger that in you, meant to be like, why are you doing this to me? What is going on here? What the fucking fuck? Why are you treating me like this? They sent you this person so that they could trigger that wound, right? Because that wound needs to be healed before this person can enter your life. Because if you don't heal that and they send you the person you're supposed to be with, you're just going to mess it up because you're not ready. You're not emotionally healed. You're kind of like leaking, and you don't want to be like, you don't want to let the wounds from the past person, you don't want to bleed all over the new person, right? So they sent you this person to trigger the fuck out of whatever it was that you needed to work on, whether it be boundaries, whether it be, arguments, or getting angry, or the way that you solve your problems, whatever it is, only you know like what your specific problems are, right? So they sent you that person so that they could trigger you, so you could gain that perspective, so that when the new person comes, you're clear. You know that these are the boundaries that I'm going to set. If you start to cross them, I'm not going to put up with that anymore. I will cut you off. And I don't like this King of Swords cut you off ass game, right? Because the King of Swords is very good. He's got a very good cutoff game. So even if, for example, like you met your twin flame and you guys weren't healed, twin flames do tend to come together and separate, come together and separate, come together and separate, right? Not constantly, because that's toxic, but like say, you just met the person you're supposed to be with, and then it turns out they need to start a job for the next 3 months in another state, but they're coming back, right? So you just met this person, now you need to separate, and then that time apart, you guys can be on the phone, or you guys can build your relationship, or become friends, or like have some kind of base, some kind of boundaries. So when you come back together, then you're stronger than you were before. You know what I mean? So They sent you this person so you could get ready for this person. And in the future, this person and you are going to have lots of options as far as traveling, finances, where you want to be, where you want to live, where you want to work. You're going to have a lot of options because you're vibrating on the frequency with the person you're meant to be with, right? So if you're out of frequency with somebody else, nothing is going to like happen or progress or click naturally or just like flow easily because you're not vibrating on the same frequency, but you will be when you meet this person if you haven't already. So can you please clarify the Two of Pentacles for the near future for the collective? Oh, wow. Okay, awesome. That's awesome. Okay, so the Two of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, talks about a need to find a balance in life, right? So if it's out of balance, you got to get it back in balance. So if you're focusing too much on material and not enough on spiritual, then you got to figure out a way to balance it out. If you're focusing too much on like earthly things and not so much on like your inner healing or inner like self-love or spiritual work and things like that, then it's out of balance. So for the future, this is your perfect energetic match, your twin flame, your perfect balance, right? Then you guys are going to be able to travel. You're going to be able to go wherever you want because you're going to be financially wealthy, financially secure. You're going to work together with them instead of against them. This person's not going to be working against you, making shit harder for you. They're going to be a team with you. They're going to collaborate with you. They're going to communicate with you and work together with you to bring this into balance, right? And then Ace of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces is a new relationship. That's what this is. It's a brand new beginning. It's a brand new relationship. New beginning as far as something you can see, new beginning as far as something you can feel. So this person, whoever they are coming into your life, they're offering you their heart. Here's my heart, my healed heart. So now let's vibrate on the same frequency so we can grow together, so we can find our life's purpose together or separately while being together. You know what I mean? Like maybe this person's really good at sales and they can do sales from anywhere and you're like a tarot reader, which you can do from anywhere. You know what I mean? So it just kind of comes together nicely. It aligns perfectly so that you guys can flow and you guys can work in your life's purpose and vibrate on the same frequency and be the best version of yourself with this person. Because you know, if you don't love yourself, then you can't love somebody else. If you're looking for validation externally and you're always dependent upon that through somebody else, then eventually you're going to wear that person out because knowing that you're good enough and knowing that you're secure in who you are as a person can only come from you. Nobody can give that to you or do that for you. That's just something you have to know within your own self and your own soul. So this tells me you are going to find a balance with this person and you're going to have a lot of opportunities to go wherever, be whatever, and do whatever it is you need to be doing with somebody else, right? So it's not necessarily that you're meeting this person because you're going to gain. You will gain from them, obviously, as they will gain from you. But it's not something that you're entering into to get something out of. You know what I mean? Like you're not entering into a relationship so you can have double fines, like 2 incomes. You're not entering in a relationship just so you can fill the gap from the big fucking hole that this past person left. You know what I mean? It's not that. It's you are now aligning and you're coming together and you're now vibrating on the same frequency. You both have self-love. You both have done the work. You both have done the healing. So you guys can now be the best versions of yourself together, and not because you need them, but because you want them. So clarify the Five of Pentacles, because I don't like that. This is a feeling of being left out in the cold, of lacking, not having enough, being sad, feeling on the outside. So I'm going to guess 100% that the next card that comes out that says that feeling is going to be coming to an end. I just know that it is. Watch. So clarify the Five of Pentacles, please. Yep, exactly. If this is too many, we're not going to take them, but we will talk about them. So the Five of Pentacles, the High Priestess, King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Three of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. So this is kind of the same thing, right? I'm not taking these, but we can certainly talk about them. So this broken heart, this feeling of not being good enough, this feeling of being on the outside, of being left out in the cold, of being not on, I was just going to say not on the inside, but that kind of is the same thing as being left out on the outside, like a feeling. But it's like, it's not anybody doing it to you, right? It's something you can end yourself because the key is right there. You just need to get up, put it in the door, open it, and go. But That's coming to an end, as well as this broken heart energy, because of the High Priestess, which is all about trusting our own intuition. It's about knowledge. It's knowledge of the occult. It's like occult practices. You could be some kind of light worker, a tarot reader, a spiritual healer, a Reiki healer, just something that has to do with the divine or spirituality, right? So this is also about intuition. So this feeling of being left out in the cold, this having your heart broken, you're going to use your intuition and invest in yourself and know that the person that is your twin flame, you'll automatically know it. You won't have to like second guess yourself. You won't have to be like, oh, is this my person? What if they do the same thing to me that the last person did? There won't be any of that because you'll just know. You know what I mean? The High Priestess is like, her eyes are closed. You can see that they're open, but they're closed. So she doesn't need proof. That is something that's a big thing with this. This is somebody who doesn't need proof. Like if somebody is being shady and you know for a damn fact they're being shady, you just can't prove whatever the shady thing is. You don't need to prove it. You just know someone's being shady, and so you trust your intuition. You listen to yourself and say, you're not the one, goodbye. Not that I'm saying that's going to happen, but I'm saying if it did happen, you are more than comfortable trusting yourself and listening to your own intuition so that you know that if somebody comes towards you with bad intentions, that's not the person you need to be giving your time or energy or attention to. So now that we've spoken about those, please clarify just with one card, the Five of Pentacles for the collective's future and their love life. Near future. Wow, that makes me so happy for you. Oh my God, I love that. That makes me so happy for you. I love that, I love that, I love that. And then at the bottom of the deck, reciprocity. So this is Four of Worlds, Aries, Leo, Four of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, which is marriage, celebration, partnership, joy, like a reason that you're so happy that it gives you a reason to celebrate, right? But this is ultimately the twin flame card. You have two twin flame cards in this one love reading. So this person, this person you're about to meet, if you haven't already met them, they're coming very quickly, very soon. They're on their way. This is the new relationship there, self-love, new love, the lovers, the twin flame card, the Gemini, and then the Four of Wands, which is 1111, 1111, the other twin flame card, which is a master number, right? So this is your energetic match. This is the person you're supposed to be with. This person, even though you might be upset about it right now, or you won't be, and you'll understand why. You will get why it didn't work out with them once you meet them, because the universe really, really needed you to get a different perspective about the way this person was treating you and how it just wasn't it. And I'm not saying that you were like perfect, right? That you were just some great, wonderful, innocent little being who never did anything wrong and they were just a big bad wolf who was always mean to you. I don't mean that. But I do get that you were investing a lot more into this person than they were investing into you. And on top of that, there wasn't an equal give and take. There just wasn't. So I'm not saying you were perfect or that you weren't hard to deal with at times, but as far as like wanting the relationship to work out, you were definitely giving that energy and they were not. So bottom of the deck, Six of Pentacles. This is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is reciprocity. This is an equal give and take. So collaboration, community, working together with other people, working together, clear communication. This is equalness, right? This is not you giving more than them or them giving more than you. This is reciprocal energy, equal give and take with a divine masculine, somebody who's fair, somebody who's balanced, somebody who's in control. Because it's not easy to it's easy to let people be in control when you know that they have it, right? When you know that they're capable and they got the shit. And I mean like as far as, letting somebody be in control of the finances or the household or paying the bills or whatever. You can definitely give people control over that if you know that if they can be trusted. If they've proven to you that, yes, I'm capable of this, then it's super easy to let them be in control. It's not easy to let people be in control when you know they're going to fuck it up, you know they're not going to do it right, or they're going to do something and it just would be better if you did it yourself. Then that's when it's hard to release. Then it's not like, it's one of those, I can't let you be the head of the household when you're proving to me that you're not capable of that, right? And this doesn't have to just be like a man and a woman, the head of the household, like biblical, whatever, because I don't like organized religion. If you do, that's great. That's just not me personally. But I do mean, you won't always feel like you'll be where everything is on your shoulders. Everything will be your responsibility. If you're not the one doing it, it won't get done. That's something you're not going to need to worry about in this upcoming relationship. This is going to be very equal. This person, you're going to have no problem letting them take the reins or letting them be in charge of certain things or letting them handle certain things. You're going to be more than comfortable with that because they're capable and you can see that they're capable, right? So now we will go ahead and we'll do some significant numbers as well as letters. And if you don't get any numbers or letters that resonate with you, that's fine. If this reading resonated with you, then this is still your reading. I just look at the numbers and the initials as extra confirmation for people who might just need it a little tiny bit more. All right, so for the significant numbers, we have, we have 1, could be born in January. We have March. We have 3, you could be born in March. We have 80, you could be in your 80s, I don't know. We have 6, and we have another 6. Okay, so we have 6, 6, 80, 3, and 1. All right, and those are the significant numbers. And then we will go to initials. So if you get either your initials or the initials of the person on your mind or this future person you haven't met yet, let me know in the comments. Let me know if you got your initials or their initials, because I do love to read about these. So if this resonated with you, let me know your situation, what's going on. Tell me all about it. I'd love to know. All right, we have H, B, Y, L, another H, P, M, G, T, S, another S, I, O, A, K, another K, J, we'll do one more, another M, all right, we'll do one more, L, another L, all right, I'm trying to make this even here, another P, I just hear spirit go, you're not done. All right, U. Okay, so we have 2 H's, 2 M's, O, A, G, B, Y, T, 2 K's, J, 2 S's, 2 L's, 2 P's, I, and U. All right, collective, that is where I will leave this reading for you. Feel free to check back for the next one. And as always, as above, so below, as within, so without, as the universe, so the soul.